We finally have our first credible reports coming out about the rumors that Brandon Aiyuk has been traded to the Pittsburgh Steelers. If you're just like me, your head is spinning with all the different rumors, all the different reports that have been out there on the internet. What has sparked this? Cam Marino, who has been cited by credible reporters just as of yesterday, put out that breaking news. This man right here, Bradnon Aiyuk, has been traded to the Pittsburgh Steelers. But he's the only one who's put that out. We have yet to hear anyone other than maybe Pretty Ricky, who has also been pretty accurate on breaking some news, also discussed that this is a foregone conclusion. Well, we have the NFL insiders, the guys who typically break this news, coming in to the mix. And I will tell you and share with you exactly what they are saying. Let's start right here with Jordan Schultz. Jordan Schultz has been a big time riser in the source game. He works for Bleacher Report as their breaking news insider. He says that per source, there is currently no trade in place for all pro wide receiver Brandon Aiyuk to the Steelers. I'm told the 49ers have had discussions in recent days regarding a potential Aiyuk trade with several teams, but as of this post, nothing is finalized. So we heard that from Jordan Schultz, and then probably about 20 minutes ago on Inside Training Camp Live on NFL Network, Mike Garafolo, Tom Palacero, these two guys I think are the most credible in regards to breaking news. These guys are typically always on point when they break news, and it's their job to do just that. This is what they had to say on their Brandon Aiyuk trade rumors, saying, quote, "As we sit here right now, there is no trade in place. But that doesn't mean that can't change." So we got a lot. We got a lot of stuff going on. This is exactly why I wanted to bring you the initial report, not as a report, but as an awareness, because I knew this was coming. It was either going to be confirmed or denied. So when that occurred, I wanted you to already be aware of what we're even talking about. So that report we discussed, and we put it out as unsubstantiated information, and we are in a wait and see pattern with these guys. Well, we have finally heard from them, and so far as and I think it's the distinction is the timing. As it currently stands right now, we don't have a trade in place. Now, again, just like Garofalo and Tom Palacero said, that there is no trade in place, but that doesn't mean that can change. I think what's been abundantly clear is that Brandon Aiyuk is currently being discussed in trades. That is the reality of the situation. So, what does that mean? Does that mean it's a foregone conclusion that Brandon Aiyuk is going to get traded? Is there a potential that all of these trades fall through and Brandon Aiyuk somehow lands back on the San Francisco 49ers, plays this year on the 5th-year option, and then potentially the 49ers tag and trade him at the end of the year? Or through some, what feels like a miracle at this point, Aiyuk and the 49ers somehow come to terms on a contract. And I mean, that's honestly, and I'm very curious to know how you feel about that, but that feels like the most unlikely outcome as it currently stands over the past 48 hours is that he actually comes back to the 49ers, because at this stage in the game, this far into training camp, and we are hearing confirmed reports that there are discussions about a potential trade. Like you see it right here. I'm told the 49ers have had discussions in recent days regarding a potential Aiyuk trade with several teams. That brings back in the rumors about the Browns and Mary Kay Cabot talking about Amari for BA straight up. You hear the Patriots are in the mix, and now it's the Steelers. So what feels like we can start to rationalize is that this is a real conversation. What we don't know yet is what the outcome is. I think that's what everyone's trying to figure out is what's the outcome of the situation, and that we do not know. We don't know if it's being if it's happening, if the framework has been agreed to, but it hasn't been finalized. We don't really know where this currently stands in regards to Brandon Ayuk's future. I will say that it's as muddy as it's ever been. I think that's abundantly clear. So, what do you make of this? I know we all have strong opinions on this situation around Brandon Ayuk, but I'm really curious to know what you guys have to think about this ongoing development. And again, until there's breaking news, I'm not going to present anything as breaking news. Breaking news is exactly what it's meant to be. It's meant to be real, it's meant to be substantiated, and it's meant to be ready to go. So I'm very fascinated to see, and again, I've talked about it in that last video. Things can change in an absolute blink of an eye. So although it could feel like right now that a deal is looking further and further away from happening with the San Francisco 49ers, who knows? Who knows if in the bottom of the ninth inning, when your back's against the wall and you have a situation where it feels like you've got 3 balls, 2 strikes, and you got one last pitch to be able to bring it back home, be able to keep BA with the Niners, to be able to agree to a deal. Is that available at our disposal, or are we in a just a holding pattern to determine if and when BA is going to be traded? So this is a absolute whirlwind of a situation. I would just say buckle up, turn those post notifications on. Again, I'm not going to be presenting any information as breaking news unless it's breaking news. So, but that's the issue with these unsubstantiated reports is that so many people are talking about them that I am getting asked over and over and over again about them. So for me, it makes sense to bring a level of awareness to it. Doesn't mean I'm presenting it as an actual report. All I am trying to do as we work through this Brandon Ayuk situation is to keep you alerted to everything that I am seeing, and we will follow along until we finally understand what is going to happen. It does feel like we will know soon. I don't know if today, tomorrow, next week, but it feels like it's gonna like we're a month away from the season essentially. 49ers versus Titans preseason game this weekend feels like something's about to shake. So let me know what you think that shake is going to look like in the comments below, and as always, make sure to like and subscribe for more updates.